Hi, my name is Paula, and today I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate raspberry cake roll. First, you have to make your chocolate sponge cake batter. First, in a cake sifter, add 1/4 cup plus 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Then you'll add 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Then add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Then, if you like, add 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Now sift the dry ingredients into a medium-sized bowl. And stir the ingredients together until combined. Then in large bowl, crack 4 large eggs at room temperature. Then add 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now beat the ingredients together for about 5 minutes or until the mixture gets nice and thick and foamy and it has a pale yellow color. The egg mixture, it's nice and thick and foamy and it has a pale yellow color. Now add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil into the egg mixture and beat it into it until combined. Now add the cocoa all-purpose flour mixture all at once into the sponge cake batter and gently fold it into it until well combined. I made the chocolate sponge cake batter. Now add the chocolate sponge cake batter into a greased 12 by 16-inch baking pan with a sheet of parchment paper. And spread it around it as evenly as possible. Place the chocolate sponge cake into a preheated 350-degree oven and bake it for 8 to 10 minutes. Now you can make your raspberry sauce. First, in a medium-sized pot, add 9 ounces of fresh raspberries. Then you add 1/5 cup of white granulated sugar. And if you like, add 1/5 teaspoon of salt. And add 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice into a raspberry mixture. Now stir all the ingredients together and bring it down to a boil and let it simmer for 10 minutes or until the raspberries start to release their juices and the raspberry sauce thickens. The raspberries are starting to release their juices. Remove the chocolate sponge cake out of the oven after baking on 350 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. And let it cook completely for a few minutes. Now add the raspberry sauce into a mashed dough with a bowl underneath and push it through it to remove the seeds. So now the seeds are in the frosting. Now, in a small pot, add 2 packages of unflavored gelatin and 4 tablespoons of cold water. Now stir them together until the water has dissolved into the gelatin, and let it soak up for 5 to 10 minutes. Now stir the gelatin mixture until it gets nice and liquid and fluid again. Now pour the melted gelatin mixture into the raspberry sauce. And stir it into it until well combined. I made the raspberry sauce. Now let the raspberry sauce cook quickly for a few hours or until the next day. Now sift a little bit of confectionery sugar on top of the chocolate sponge cake. Now remove the sheer parchment paper off. And gently roll it up. I'll let the chocolate sponge cake cook quickly for a few more minutes. Now you can make your raspberry cream cheese frosting. First, in a large bowl, you need to add 7 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature. Then you'll add 1/3 cup of unconfectionery sugar. And if you like, add just a tiny little sprinkle of salt to bring out the flavors. And 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla ester. Now beat all the ingredients together until the mixture gets nice and creamy and smooth, and it gets nice and light and fluffy. Now add the raspberry sauce puree all at once into the cream cheese frosting and beat it into it until it turns pink. Now add 1 cup of cold heavy whipped cream into a medium-sized bowl, and this will hold stiff peaks. Whip the heavy whipped cream until stiff peaks form. Cream held stiff peaks. Now add the whipped cream into the raspberry cream cheese frosting one at a time. And gently fold it into it until it turns light pink. Repeat the steps. I made the raspberry cream cheese frosting and it turned light pink because of the raspberry sauce. Now put little dots of the raspberry cream cheese frosting on top of the chocolate sponge cake. Spread around it as evenly as possible. Then add 7 ounces of fresh raspberries on top of the raspberry cream cheese filling. Now gently roll it up. Now gently cover the red chocolate raspberry cake roll and place it into the refrigerator to chill for 2 hours. Now pipe the remaining raspberry cream cheese frosting on top of the chocolate raspberry cake roll. Then add some fresh raspberries on top of the raspberry cream cheese frosting. Then sprinkle some shredded raspberry dark chocolate on top of the chocolate raspberry cake roll for garnish. And finally, sprinkle a little bit of confectionery sugar on top of the chocolate raspberry cake roll for garnish. Now here is the final presentation of the chocolate raspberry cake roll. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.